Okay, hi guys, welcome back to another episode of our weekly videos with Chinex FX. So today we are going to be taking a deep dive into another but simple pattern to trade the forex market very profitably. So join me as we dive in, guys. So guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be talking about the rising and the falling wedge and how to treat them and identify them in the forex market. But before I dive in, we had some questions rolling in from last week where somebody asked the best time frame to be taking entries when trading the double top or the double bottom pattern. When trading the double top or the double bottom pattern or any other pattern in the forex market, you want to be taking your entries from the smaller time frame or looking out for breakouts on the smaller time frame, guys. For example, if you're trading on the 4 hours time frame, you want to be looking out for breakouts or possibly entries from the 15 minutes time frame. And if you're taking your trades from the 1 hour time frame, you want to be looking at the 5 minutes chart for breakouts and entries. If you're also taking your analysis on the 15 minutes time frame, you want to be looking out for the 1 minute and the 5 minutes chart so you can look out for visible breakout and also take your entries from there, guys. So I hope that answers your question. So taking entries and looking out for possible retests and breakouts should be happening on the smaller time frame, guys, on the smaller time frame. So that being said, we're going to be diving it fully for this week. So like I said, we're going to be talking about the rising and the falling wedge. So as you can see on my screen, this is a falling wedge. This is a falling wedge. As you can see, this is an uptrend, and then there's a falling wedge inside the uptrend. This is a rising wedge. We always have it happening in a downtrend where there's a little consolidation to the upside and then price just continues its move to the downside. So what are rising or falling wedge? These are little consolidation that happened in the middle of an uptrend. They happen usually not really a reversal. They don't indicate a reversal per se. They happen in the middle of an up or a downtrend where price just simply starts consolidating and then giving us something like a triangular pattern, either facing up or facing downward. So you want to take note of that. You just see an uptrend and then you see price starts consolidating and coming back to a particular spot and it's unable to break it, just like we did last week. We talked about the ascending and descending triangle. So it's just similar, just that the ascending and descending triangle indicates that price is going to be reversing, but this indicates that price is going to be continuing its move to the upside. So what are the things you want to be looking out for before trading the falling or rising wedge? So we're going to be starting with the falling wedge. So for the falling wedge, we see that price was on an uptrend right here and then it started consolidating. Then we can call this a correction. So we started having some correction from price where price started moving to the downside and then consolidating in between a triangular pattern. So first you want to note the trend. Second, you want to note the correction that price is doing. So you want to be very sure that price is consolidating and giving us a correction. The next thing you want to do, wait for a possible breakout of price from inside of the triangle, guys. So as you can see here, we had that price broke out of this triangular pattern right here and then came back to retest it. Now for your entries on the falling wedge, you don't want to be taking your entries, to be sure, because we have cases where price will break out of this pattern to confirm its movement to the upside, that's continuation to the upside, and then comes back in. So to be sure that price is going to be continuing to the upside, guys, you want to be taking note of this second high right here. I'm just going to highlight that. So you want to be taking note of this high right here as your confirmation for entry, guys. So once price breaks above the first high, you want to be making sure that price breaks above the second high, and then you want to be taking your entry when price pulls back a little bit. So guys, that's basically it for the falling wedge. Now for the rising wedge, guys, first, just like we did on the other example, for this example we have that price is currently moving downward, and as you can see, price gave us some corrective move right here, which indicates that there is a consolidation right here. So the third thing we look out for is that we can see that price broke out of the triangular pattern, just the opposite of what we did, and then it gave us a retest and then before we could go short. So basically for trading a rising or falling wedge, first you want to identify the trend. Second, you want to look out for a corrective move. The third thing we want to be looking out for is a quality breakout, a good breakout, from price. So we have that here, price broke to the upside of the triangle, and then the fourth thing we want to be looking out for is a retest of the second previous high. So you guys want to take note of this. The reason why I marked this out is because you don't want to mark this zone as your breakout to confirm your entry, and then price comes back and then goes back into the triangle. So you want to be sure that price is really going to be continuing to the downside or to the upside. So that's why we are picking this zone. So immediately price breaks this zone, we are sure that price is going to be continuing to the upside or to the downside, guys. So guys, that's basically it for the example. So quickly, we are still going to be moving over to the live chart so we can pick out some examples we need to be taking note of. Alright guys, so right here on the live chart, this is GBP USD on the 5 minutes time frame. So first we are going to be identifying the rising wedge. So as you can see, we have our chart right here, and price is currently on a downtrend. So I'm just going to be marking out what you need to be looking out for. First, you identify the corrective move, which I just did, and then you identify the triangle. You can see that this is the triangular pattern. So if we were to trade this, we could comfortably wait for price to break below this triangular pattern right here. This is a very valid rising wedge. So as you can see, price broke out of the triangle right here and then continued downward. So if I were to trade this, you could comfortably take our entry from this zone right here. As you can see, there was a break of this zone, price broke it and then came back to retest it right here. So if we were to trade this, we could take our entry from here and then set our stop loss just above this, and then we could short to wherever I want to short to this. So basically, for the rising wedge, we have that price is on a downtrend and then there is a little corrective move to the upside. So guys, you want to be looking out for price breaking out of the triangle and then breaking below the marked out previous low, guys. Previous low, guys. So once price breaks below that low, then you can comfortably take your entry and short price to the downside for the rising wedge, guys. So quickly, we are still going to be moving over to the falling wedge. Alright, so right here we have a perfect example of the falling wedge, guys. As you can see, price was on an uptrend on GBP/USD. So we are going to be marking out this zone right here. Just going to be marking this out right here. Okay, good. Then we are going to mark this out right here. So as you can see, we had an uptrend and then we had our corrective move to the downside. So the next thing you'll notice that price broke out of the triangle right here. So if we're going to trade this, we're going to wait for price to come back to retest any of the zone, guys. So we had price coming back to retest this zone right here. So if we were to trade this, we could comfortably take our entry from this zone and then long price to wherever we want. So that's basically it for trading rising and falling wedge. First, you want to note the trend. Second, you want to look out for a corrective move where there's a lead to consolidation, maybe to the downside for falling wedge and to the upside for rising wedge. And then when you note that, you want to mark out that correction, make sure it's a valid triangle, and then you want to wait for price to break out of any sides of the triangle. You can comfortably take your entry, guys. So that will be all for this week's episode of our weekly video. Please do well to like and subscribe, and also turn on the notifications so as to get notified on whenever we drop our YouTube videos. And also do well to follow us on all our social media handles. The links will be displayed on the description of this video below. We also offer a lot of premium services on our Telegram channel, which I am sure you would be interested in. So guys, do well to look us out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Same channel, same time. GM guys.